Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So today we're going to be talking about relationships and an aspect of relationships in the black community. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the reasons why a lot of modern American black men are not stepping up and marrying modern American black women. You know, like when we compare modern American black men to other races of men, we're not, a lot of guys, we're not going off and, saying, oh, I want to marry you. You bring, you make me better, and stuff like that, So what is the issue with the relationship aspects in the black community? Well, guys, first and foremost, most modern American black women, when you ask them, who do they look up to? Who do you look up to? Who is your influence that you've seen who been in a successful relationship? And the sad part about it is we're living in a generation where a lot of these ladies don't have a mother that was married, grandmother that was married and stayed together. A lot of them had, a lot of these ladies had relationships where they've been with a guy, had a baby by him, didn't get married. A lot of them had babies, did get married, and ended up leaving for whatever reason that they came up with. And a lot of times these ladies cannot name a successful place that they had, that they have seen someone have a successful relationship with. That is a black man and a black woman in a relationship. What I notice is that, a lot of these ladies are just like modern American, a lot of the modern American black men, hood dudes type, the guys who was raised off of rap music in Hollywood. Hollywood influenced the black communities tremendously, with the hood culture and stuff like that. And a lot of modern American black women, what I notice is that a lot of these ladies have been influenced by music, Disney Plus, and they think that a place in a man's life comes easy. That a man should, that a black man should kneel before her and be faithful, be loyal, protect, provide, do everything else, and she doesn't have to do little to nothing. A lot of these women these days listening to Sexy Red, listening to those twerk songs, Juvenile, Back That Ass Up, a lot of these ladies are not wife material in the black community. It's sad to say that. And we see this from a lot of videos I'll be posting, guys, how the emotional state of a lot of modern American black women is horrible. Meaning that a lot of these ladies and dudes, it's not just ladies, there's guys as well who are not emotionally mature, meaning knowing how to handle their emotions, especially the main emotion that I notice that affects most modern American black people and most modern American black women is anger. Anger is a normal, and what I learned about anger is a normal human emotion that needs to be, that people need to be aware, when anger is happening and knowing how to react when anger is happening. But we have seen time after time, we did a video where a lady broke into her baby daddy's house and assaulted him. And she was just so masculine. She was just so angry. They haven't been together in God knows how long. He wants to see his kids. And she breaks into his house and felt that she had the right to do this. What if this man had a chick and he moved on, and here comes your ex baby mother spying on you because she don't have any options. Because when she leaves, she left for a reason. She left for a reason, guys. A lot of modern American black women today are, not wife material. That's why that's why you hear a lot of modern American black men saying that they want to marry a white woman, a Spanish woman, an Asian woman, any other woman, because a lot of times when a lot of these dudes meet these women, they're totally different than modern American black women. I don't know if I'm guessing it's a culture thing. White women do the same thing that modern American and other races too. We got the white women, the Asians, the senoritas who twerk and stuff and use men and stuff. But we live in a reality where a lot of modern American black women are dependent on other things. They place value on other things other than modern American black men. And a relationship cannot survive if a man does not feel like a man. She is dependent on other things. She's dependent on the government. She's dependent on food stamps. Or she's dependent on her job, which is fine, But a lot of women think just because they have a job, they expect modern American black men to mooch off of them, and it's like, I don't know if you guys seen this or not, like the pride, like it's like a lot of these ladies be so prideful, like they're men coming off highly aggressive, showing that you're not a easy person to live with. How many of you guys have met modern American black women who you seen today that you think are easy to live with? Hit the comments. How many modern American black women have you seen that are narcissists? Hit the comments. A lot of these ladies, they have a very, very high expectations when they're not given they're not bringing anything to the table, and they'll tell you that. This is the main reason why a lot of modern American black men are not marrying modern American black women, because a lot of these ladies are not looking at themselves as wives. They're looking at themselves as queens, bad bees, boss chicks, OnlyFans girls, trying to get rich, and they're trying to compete with men when they should be working beside the men. And modern American black men are waking up and they're like, no, I'm not doing that. And a lot of times, a lot of black women get skipped over because guys are testing them now. But let me know what you guys think on the topic, and I'm going to holler at you guys in the next video. Over and out.